When conducting a reload, which do you do? Do you go over the top or press the slide release? Let's take a look.
I'm John McPhee, the Sheriff of Baghdad. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk more in depth about reloads and what the best technique is. And look, I do these video diagnostic classes all over the country. I'm probably doing tens of thousands of videos every few months nowadays. I'm doing more videos than ever. And what we're going to talk about is the debate of the over the top. Why would you go over the top for a reload? And or the best way to reload, which the best practices based off of my videos are non-firing thumb slide lock. So check us out. I'm here with Nate. So Nate, draw, shoot 2, reload, shoot another 2, whenever you're ready. Okay, good. So Nate just shot a couple rounds, so go ahead and holster. So the debate is coming over the top versus other ways to reload, right? And here's the deal, and I see this on the range all the time. Guys, as they reload, the magazine goes in, they come over the top. But what happens is with this technique is the hand has to move a lot. It has to seat the magazine, it has to charge, and a lot of guys will come back till they hit their body, then they have to come back to the grip to present the gun and shoot. And anytime the hand moves over a large distance, this is just more time, it's going to take longer, right? So the next thing we'll talk about is this is a fine motor skills versus gross motor skills argument, right? So what gun do you carry?
Glock 19.
Glock 19. So he's got 15 rounds in the magazine, 1 in the tube, that's 16 rounds total, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you get in a gunfight, you draw the gun. Is that a fine motor skill?
Yes.
Okay, so that's one fine motor skill. And then you aim the gun, is that a fine motor skill?
Yes.
And then you pull the trigger, is that a fine motor skill?
Definitely.
So that gets your first round downrange. But here's the deal, you got 16 rounds total. So that is a total of 32 fine motor skills we used so far, plus the draw is 33. Now, you run the gun dry, you got to eject the mag. Is that a fine motor skill?
Yes.
Okay, so we're up to 32 fine motor skills. No, 34 fine motor skills, excuse me, right?
Correct.
Okay, 34, right? Okay, so you got to get a new mag in the gun. Is that a fine motor skill?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 35, right? And then what's going to happen is you're going to come over the top and then you're going to shoot again. You're going to aim the gun, right?
Another fine motor skill.
Another fine motor skill. You're going to pull the trigger. Another fine motor skill. So the so what here is you're going to use a fine motor skills before and after, but the truth is right now in the universe you don't get any more. You can't have 35 consecutive fine motor skills. You got to come over the top. The truth is the fine motor skills argument is about training, right? And if you train yourself to put the magazine in, hit the slide lock, rotate out the grip, you're going to do it, right? The next thing is why this is the best reload. If you use your firing thumb, what'll end up happening over time is this motion, you'll end up compromising your grip and you'll end up pushing your non-firing hand off the gun. It's going to make your grip worse over a long period of time. So that's why that's not a good technique. The next piece to that is if you put the magazine in, you could drop the slide before the magazine, right? Now you have to do a malfunction. So the non-firing reload, it's magazine in, non-firing thumb hits the slide lock, rotate out to grip. You'll never have an operator-induced malfunction this way, right? The next thing is as you do this properly, the hands are always next to the gun, which is going to be the quickest amount of time. I'm John McPhee, the Sheriff of Baghdad. This is Over the Top Debate.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by KINETIC Development Group, Glock Perfection, Bravo Company Manufacturing, Bravo Company USA, Innovative Gunfighter Solutions, G-Code Holster, SIG Electro-Optics, Zero Tolerance Knives, Primary Weapon Systems, SilencerCo, Lucid Optics, Velocity Systems, Ultimate Training Munitions, and ammunition provided by Precision Delta.
We would like to dedicate today's show to the men and women of the United States military and law enforcement, the people that stand in the gap and keep our country free. God bless America.